Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And how does it feel like to play with the outdated vehicle in 2023, fellas? A Strv 81 is pretty much a Primo Victoria. Nothing too crazy, although different crew member setup, right? That's all there is to say, and this is the biggest difference between those two vehicles. Other than that, they are pretty much the same. And also on the list, we can add Centurion from the British Tech 3, right? So if you would pay attention over there, this Primo Victoria is pretty much Centurion 1, right? Or a Strv 81, however you would call this. And today, we are going to see how it feels like to play with the tanks which are outdated. Keep this in mind, even Kaku can shine once in a while, but I believe this is not going to be a good experience and very, very funny to say that the least. If you are curious, how you can find which tanks are good, which tanks are bad, index page is there for you, fellas. If you are not aware of that, simply Google Skill for L2 index or check out the description down below. You can find many things. For example, the crew setup, expectation values for to get third mark of excellence or field modifications, and many other things. Anyways, without further ado, let's teleport straight into the action. Okay, fellas, let's start our journey. First of all, we have Tundra standard game. Also, just to be clear, we are going to play with a Strv 81, even though I mentioned many different tanks because all of them are look-alike, right? It's just not very good in the current game. Considering the alpha damage 230, penetration 226, which is not that bad, shell velocity 1.3, it's also not that horrible. If you are willing to load the gold, your penetration is going up to 258, but once again, there is way more into this. Tanks nowadays with not that great armor, not that great speed, not that great alpha damage are kind of misperforming in the current world of tanks, at least in my humble opinion, right? And for example, this is a typical example. Trash 103 fired at me, he spanked me for 400, I shot him twice and I hit him only for 400 or something like this, right? It is very important thing to say, fellas. It just feels like they are lacking of something, if you know what I mean. And making a mistake with the tanks like this is very simple. Obviously, luckily I'm not CDC, so my armor can work once in a while, which is absolutely great, and I am actually risking way more than I would ever need to. But you know, the main point of this video is just to check it out, how this tank is performing and how does it feel like to play with the tanks which are not so great. Simple as this, fellas. Simple as this. Luckily, ISU did not penetrate us, so that is pretty damn nice. Now, we need to figure out how we can make pressure for the enemies without getting completely banged, right? First things first, we have ISU sitting here in the back, and we even have the Su sitting here in the back, and Trash 103. Oh, yo, papa! I mean, there is 5 triangles looking at me. This is not good combination of the things, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. 5 triangles is not good to deal with for us. I can promise you that. Okay, think skill, what we can do. Skill, I have a question. Why you made the decision not to go on top of the hill? Oh, that is a very good question. Thank you very much for asking. I'm too slow for this. I won't beat Progetto or Borat, and if I will meet them face to face, I am simply going to take 700 plus in the face while I'm reloading, you know? They will simply be able to out DPM me like there is no tomorrow, plus on top of that I just do not have speed for this kind of journey. This is very important thing to highlight, fellas. It is truly important. Meanwhile, beautiful free punishment. Oh yop, tararai! Oh yop, tararai! I sue like there is no tomorrow. Broom up front. Ayay! Yeah, I am feeling like a meatball here, fellas. I am feeling like a meatball. I repeat, I'm feeling like a meatball. I'm telling you, whenever you are playing with some kind of weaker tank, enemies are just way they will be willing to bully you so much more. If I would sit here with Progetto, they would think, Tuna, Progetto is a strong tank. It is, look at this madness. Progetto is a strong tank, you know. It is not so simple to deal with him, and now they are just going for it, boys. Yeah, the triangles goes ham, fellas. Yeah, this is how it feels like. Literally, fellas, I'm getting bullied. Okay, fair enough. Let's see the score. Fellas, I hope you enjoyed witness me getting bullied and taking one for the team. I haven't felt like this in a while. Thank you very much, Primo Victorio Strv 81, for giving me this beautiful ability. Anyways, 2.4 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage. Not that bad, fellas. Third by the damage, second by experience, and we made 114,000 profits, which is absolutely amazing. Let's go for seconds. Okay, fellas, what do we have? We have a shit river, we have a tier 8 matchmaking, which is actually pretty good, and there is no artist whatsoever. So this is one of the better matchmakings we could get, obviously not including the tier 6 or tier 7. But other than that, I'm feeling fine. What am I thinking? Since I have a bit of the gun depression, we are going to go and fight in the Juliet Kilo line. For some reason, I am not a big fan of Alpha Bravo line overall. You know, to play in Alpha 6 or Alpha 7, I just do not really like it, because people are going to arrive there first, they will play hold down, and you are kind of going to be like a meatball taking one for the team. And I do not feel like I want to be a meatball. Instead of that, I would rather think a bit out of the box. I have already a plan. Skill, what kind of plan do you have? I found my brother from other mother. Skill, tell me more. TVP Vatau. TVP Vatau is sitting over there. So if I will do the things properly, which I might, we are going to spank him like there is no tomorrow. Watch this, fellas. I just saw the guy I can bully myself by being a Strv 81. Don't die. Don't die. I want to spank you. Mate, don't die for others. No! I just arrived into position to say hello for him and to spank him. And he's already dead. Yeah, I feel you, mate. This is how it feels like. Understood, my man? This is how it feels like. Meanwhile, we found Vaka. Vaka is actually a pretty powerful tank just because how much armor he has. And he has plenty of the armor. So for him, we are going to load a bit of the gold ammunition because we need to. And we will try to spank him once or twice in the balls. This is the plan. Obviously, by saying balls, I mean lower plate, right? Okay, let's see. No, Mr. Vaka, could you please move? Sir, have some mercy on my soul. I want to get involved in the game as well. Share your hit points with us. Don't be greedy. Thank you. Aha! 245. Also, once again, very important thing to highlight is whenever you have such a low alpha damage with a medium tank or with a heavy tank, as an example, Liberty, right? It feels like people do not respect your tank. It feels like no one cares to take that 200 in the face when there is tanks like Bazak who would spank you for 800 or something, right? This is also a pretty important thing to highlight. Okay, let's see. Can we have a decent angle to spank this Vaka once again? No, not really. I do not really like this situation. And once again, if this Vaka is hitting us at least once, this is not going to be that great of the situation. Oh, he's stuck. Stuck! Fellas, this is a fair fight. Once again, this is a fair fight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. He's stuck. Very nice. Okay, let's try to hit him into Cupola if it is possible. Beautiful hit. Very, very nice. Now I'm trying to side scrap and bait the shot from this guy's side, and luckily our armor works. What that means we have a couple of seconds to aim and to try to do something against him. Once again, fellas, pay attention at this. This alpha damage feels so laughable, and whenever you are dealing against the gentleman who has a bit more armor, it feels like it's bullying, fellas. Aka, he is spanking us so much harder than we would ever be able to spank him, if that makes sense. Okay, luckily for us, our team is playing a bit more aggressive than enemy team does, which is not necessarily a bad thing, fellas. It is actually a good thing. And now we are thinking how to approach this Mr. Progetto. I see that light tank on the side, but I do not really care about him since Progetto is not really paying attention at us. Beautiful track, and now there is a chance we are going to feel so much better. Stop moving. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we can play the game. Shh. Stay here. Stay here, my man. Tracking damage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's the way to use our alpha damage by the looks of it, by tracking the tanks. I tried to spank the light tank, but hashtag never lucky, it is okay. Now, we are trying to get involved in a bit different way, right? We are trying to find maybe sniper schnitzels who are sitting in the back, and maybe we can simply have a great angle to say hello for them. Oh, yo, papa! Uh-oh. Well, speaking about getting bullied, right? Here we go. We found the guy with a big boy alpha damage. Even though he has no armor, he still has his gun. What gun? How is your reload speed, sir? How is your reload speed? You do not really like it, do you? You don't really like it. And Bucket from the back. We are killing Bucket with our ass. Good. Very, very good. Fellas, I'm enjoying myself. Skill, your performance sucks. You are doing only 2,500 damage and some assisting damage. I'm having a time of my life. Playing for 3,000 combined with tanks like this, it is completely fine. Considering, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, expectation values to get the third mark of excellence on the tank like this is 2,200. We are killing it. We are playing like a professional mother truckers, and we are having blast. Let's see the score. Okay, fellas, we are back. 2,400 damage, 900 assisting damage. I'm feeling like a champion in this situation, fellas. Don't say anything, okay? We are third by experience. We are third by the damage. And we made 88,000 profits. I feel like I'm getting bullied in the game, but I am enjoying it. That sounds weird. Please tier 6, please tier 6, please tier 6. Bad skill, think what you are asking for. Bad skill, think what you are asking for. Tier 9 matchmaking, fellas. Tier 9 matchmaking, no tier 6 for us. Well, no fun for us, I guess. Okay, let's try to take our balls in the hand and let's try to make it work. Woo! Scusi, comrade, thank you very much. What we are going to do, we are going to go on top of the hill and we will try to play hold down to the best of our abilities. This is going to be the option. Now, jokes aside, how are you playing with the tanks which are kind of outdated and which are not so good? You are trying to bully someone who is not paying attention at you, or alternatively, you are just trying to think out of the box. As an example, I do not want to face phase 1 in front of me. I do not want to fight against him. I won't be able to do absolutely anything, right? So I will try to play for a best of my ability by playing hold down and by begging for enemies to make silly goose mistakes. That's all we are going to do in this game, and we are crossing our fingers to be successful. That's what we want to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So, first things first. We are going to take this hold down position and we are hoping for someone to peek here, right? And hopefully when someone will peek here, he is not going to spank us. Ooh, guard, greetings. 240, kaboom! Guard is thinking, wait a second, was that an illusion or I actually took one for the team? I feel like enemies are disrespecting me. This is honestly how I feel like, fellas. I feel disrespected. Oh, that is a beautiful tank, and even more beautiful camo. You are beautiful, my man. Have a good one. Standard B might actually overpeak this, and if he is going to overpeak this, we are going to spank him like there is no tomorrow. Oh, Tiger. By the way, Tiger can... Oh, yo, look how many of them are sitting on the corner. Hell no. I'm not even thinking for a second to be aggressive here. It is just simply not really worth it. You do not want to get in front of the 4 guns. You just do not want to do that, fellas. You just don't want to do that. Meanwhile, Tiger, how are you doing? He's side scrapping a bit. I kind of want to track him. I know what have I done here. I tried to track this gentleman, and luckily for us, we did that. Now, if he is going to take one for the team, right, we are going to get a bit of the tracking damage. And everything counts in the end of the day. Any shot counts. Meanwhile, hello there, IS-5. I cannot even penetrate IS-5, even though he doesn't have that great of the armor, by the way. This is important thing to highlight. So we are digging into the gold ammunition a bit just to feel a bit better, to say that the least, right? Do I want to go for that Type 61? We have Buzzer sitting here. Huh. Okay, let's see. Can you please speak? Someone, please? That was bad reaction. Bad reaction from my side, fellas. Very bad reaction from my side. Once again, even this tier 9 light tank can simply clip us out, and after that I am going to cry. So I cannot be too aggressive. I need to be smart. That's all I need to do, fellas. Be smart, skill. Be smart. Well, being smart when your team is losing by 7,000 hit points is not really an option, to be fair with you, but that's all we can do. We can try to do our best, fellas. That's all we can do. Cannot penetrate Mr. Tiger, but hey, a bit of assisting damage. Thank you very much. Ooh, look at this motion going through the middle of the field. Hello there. How are you doing? Let's pre-aim somehow like this. Beautiful. 200 in the face. Very, very nice. Once again, I know this performance is looking very, very passive, and I know it doesn't look like it is impressive by any shape or any form. But you cannot expect cucumber to behave like a watermelon or like a banana, right? You just simply cannot. Help! Help! Okay, let's run, fellas. Let's run for our life. That's all we can do in this situation. Obviously, Himmelsdorf, definitely not ideal situation, speaking about the map itself, right? Plus, on top of that, enemy team is dominating. There is nothing what we can... There is nothing what we can change there. By the way, I did not need that 100 hit points anyways. It was just waste of our investment, aka our hit points. So we just wanted to go with a style, I would say. Trying to run away. Oh boy, there is like 5 naughty boys who are trying to chase me down. This is not fun. This is not fun, to say that the least. Oi. Okay, what position do I want to play in? This is the question. Can I play over there, so whenever they are going to go like this, they are just going to get involved to the maximum and we are going to spank them? Yeah, I think so. This is our last stand position, fellas. That's all we want to do. So, let's see. Type 61. I see this gentleman. Please don't block my shot. 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 At least shoot him. Don't shoot me. The third game, fellas, was a disappointment. Honestly, the third game was quite a hard one. Anyways, the whole mission of today's was to show one simple thing, fellas. Playing without data tanks is not so much fun unless you like some kind of bullying, or I suppose to say you like to get bullied. That's what I mean by saying this. In the last game we made 28,000 profits, and all in all our performance was great until it wasn't. We finished everything with 2,000 damage and 600 assisting damage. Fellas, this tank is in the Bone Storm. It's better for you to throw the bones through the window than to buy this tank. I can promise you that. Just put the bones in the toilet and just let them dry. Honestly, ooh, that was quite a journey. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had a great time, and hopefully I entertained you with this kind of madness which we had today, because it was absolutely nuts. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'm out for today.